We're really witnessing a planetary crisis unfold in real time. Massive wildfires, extreme heat waves, mass floodings in Pakistan alone. And every moment, there's an even more pressing need for change. There have been many opinions and prescriptions that have been floating around. Some say we need more grey infrastructure, better early warning systems, better governance. But I want to, and without undermining the importance of any of these, I want to take a minute to highlight how, the solution to all of these natural calamities might lie in nature itself. So while it could be worthwhile for us to use nature and nature-based solutions to build climate resilience. Now, it seems like a really nebulous term, nature-based solutions. What are these? How do we use them to build climate resilience? Nature-based solutions are simply working with nature rather than against them. So for instance, mangroves is a brilliant example of how nature-based solutions can support climate resilience. If all the mangroves in the world were destroyed, you'd see a multifold increase in coastal flooding. Mangroves provide a number of ecosystem services. So they provide habitats for fish, they provide timber for communities, they filter water, and most importantly, they store carbon. So if I talk about the mangroves in Pakistan, the mangrove forests in Sindh are the 7th largest arid mangrove ecosystems in the world, and they sequester about 76.4 million tons of carbon. If we don't protect critical ecosystems like these, and they're rapidly deteriorating, we're all aware of that, we're really then letting them convert from important carbon sinks to carbon sources, and that change is going to be catastrophic. Another sort of example is urban forests. While grey infrastructural solutions are needed for densely populated urban areas, especially those with limited space to prevent urban flooding, but urban forests are extremely valuable. There have been some important positive developments made in this regard. There is the Clifton Urban Forest in Karachi, the Mewaki Forest in Lahore, 1 Million Tree Drive in the cantonments as well. All of these are steps in the right direction. There are other countries like China that have gone ahead. China has established what are called sponge cities, where the city acts as a sponge for rainwater, as the name suggests. And even the roads are made out of porous asphalt to absorb the rainwater. So there's a lot of thinking, global thinking, that is going into this. It has been estimated that nature-based solutions such as these can provide up to 37% of the mitigation that is targeted in the Paris Agreement. So they're a very, very important part of how we're going to take our climate mitigation and adaptation forward.